Good morning and good evening, and Duterte power. Always let's support our President Duterte and do the right thing. Always we are behind you, Tata Duterte, and you're doing great too in our home, and hopefully our country is going to be one of the best, which is, it has been always, no matter what people trying to put our country down, but our country in the Philippines has been one of the best countries in the world also. Even if they say we are on the third world country, which we're not. We are more advanced than any other country, even UK and even US. Technology, yes, we do have technology behind, but because of the presidents before didn't want to update anything. But this time, as our president, the 30 is doing everything, to be done in our country. And then there you go. This year, the economy of the Philippines grown. We before, if everybody remember a while ago, they were saying when our president Duterte was putting Americans out and this that, with the peso is gonna be like this, gonna be like that, and the dollar, blah blah blah, all this kind of scandal business shit stuff, and we're gonna lose a lot because the peso is not gonna have any value or anything like that, you know. So I just want to remember to some people that, but the good news is this year the economy of our country in the Philippines already from 2017 to this year, just the beginning already, the peso is close to the dollar. One peso, $1 it was 49 pesos, and now 100 pesos is close to 49 is close to $1. 100 pesos is close to $1 because $1 used to be like 59 pesos. No, sorry, 49 pesos. And now 100 pesos is close to $1. So you see, and our money, the Filipino money, the peso is growing, and this year is going to be higher than the dollar. Because the dollar, I keep saying before, the dollar most of everywhere you will finish, you will not have no value, no nothing. So US already want to try to, and they have been trying to change the dollar to another currency. So they have to come up with some other currency to for the dollar to have value, because in most of in a few years time, I will say another 5 to 10 years, the dollar will not have no value at all. Reasons because one, if other parts of Saudi finish the dollar will not have no value most of anywhere, because most of a lot of people at this moment in time around the world, they are trading with dollars, US dollars. But it's gonna come a time, no more US dollars. It's gonna be trading with anybody else. So the US dollar is gonna, the value is gonna corrupt, and it's gonna go down worse than the peso. Because the peso, the only thing it used to have is going down more than it was cannot. Going is only one way. Going down cannot go more than what it used to be, but it's only one way. Instead of down, it's also another way up. So that's where we're going. Our currency in the Philippines is going up, and this is great news. Most of it, I also what I was saying already for a while, is this idiotic TRILLANES where they used to go around and bad-mouthing our president, bad-mouthing Paulo Duterte, and continuously now what is new. If he's not our president, is one of his family. And I don't know what is going to be next, what TRILLANES is going to come up with next. Because he's going like through the whole family. If he's not Paulo Duterte, you'll be his daughter, because it's a Sarah, I think the mayor of Davao at this moment in time. So when they finish with them, who are you gonna go into TRILLANES? So what are you gonna pick up with who? You're running out of time. You're running out of a lot of shit ideas, and you from beginning have been corrupted into a senator, which you are a shit senator and not even great lawyer or nothing. I cannot even describe it how the idiotic, because the only problem is when I see him presenting cases on the floor, um 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 you know like Senator Allen used to say, read the small print. But I think Trillianes needs glasses, to because he doesn't like small printing. He doesn't like to read the whole thing. He just goes halfway and then he presents the case, which he does have no sense. So that's how it goes. But now, what I wanted to comment and to see most of it is these ghost projects about Trillianes. You see, I always knew Trillianes is a really, the place where he is, it has been through corruption. And if there we go, now we're having and it's submerging evidence. Trillianes doing ghost projects, $3 billion. Is it dollars or pesos? But I think it was $3 billion. And you know, hiding all this kind of stuff. He signed for a lot of ghost projects, and it's not only Trillianes who signed for ghost projects. We have so much ghost projects done in the Philippines through other senators, which they took money to sign those kind of papers. Trillianes took one time about 200 million pesos. 200 million, come on. That it must be a huge project, not only one or two or whatever. It must be a really huge project to 200 million pesos. And others, another 500,000 pesos, and so on, 2 million, and so on. Like they are presenting the case on that. So, for the people who used to follow these Trillianes and keep, supporting these Trillianes, think very well. What this person is doing is just making problem to everyone, confusing half of the people in our country, in the Philippines. Can you just please just wake up and smell the coffee? If he's not smelling the coffee, because we don't drink much coffee in the Philippines, but maybe drink, cocoa or something, whatever else. But what I just most wanted to say is like this. Look what this Trillianes is making. Just problem for everyone. And continuously now is like our President Duterte's son for smuggling drugs from costumes and Shibu from whatever else. And what else Trillianes is going to come up with to present to the people and then to be in news and to be in TVs and radios and all that kind of shit. And then he has been around with the FWs and OFWs around the place, just trying to convince the OFWs our president is this, is that. We just been seeing it, of course, everywhere and around the world, most of the people is always a dispute from one side to another, and then people is not always going to be agreed with this and that, and some people they don't have even the brain to see what is right, what is wrong, and what you see is more right. So what I would say to a lot of people who follows this idiotic Trillianes, come on, please, see this person is also a corrupted person. He's trying to put our president where, I don't know where, maybe he wants our president to quit, maybe he wants our president out, or he's trying to do everything through, not just Trillianes, because I know it's people behind Trillianes who's putting him into this. And I'm sure we have, like I already said and mentioned, I'm sure we have people from outside the Philippines supporting the Australians, and that's something I would like to be, investigated, and finding out who's the founder of this Mr. Trillanes. Because I do, and I'm sure with Trillanes has a support from some other place. I don't see much from our country. I don't see much from any other senators, but this is it. It must have support from some other country, probably US, and probably some other place who doesn't want our president to be there for the reasons of they want to be in our country and then continue doing their business, and then our country always be below everyone else. I always keep saying Asia is one of the most beautiful and can do much better country than any other place in Europe. If Asia comes together, I mean, it's a lot to do. If a lot of places like in let's say Thailand, and what else? Vietnam, and Jakarta, and what else? Through Jakarta, close to Jakarta, Indonesia. If their presidents do the same thing as our president is doing in our country, and this would be stopped in a lot of things, the corruption and drug dealings and so and so. And Asia as one, especially like I've been saying, China and you know, China and all most of Asia close together and together, working together, that would be great. So I haven't been having much time to do some videos and everything. And I do thank you for other people to subscribe. Thanks very much some of them for the comments, and I appreciate that. That would be great, and that would be great if you will be, spread the word. Not only just myself. I mean, anybody can do this, like we always doing it. And that would be great. The more support we have for our president, the more comments we have about our country and our people supporting our president, and then putting the message out to our people in the country and the Philippines to, support our president. See, these kind of things like people saying extra killings, this and that. Is not such thing in extra killings, because everything about killings, it has been there for so long and so many years. A lot of foreigners, they come into our country at this moment in time just to talk about shit, things they don't know what they're talking about. They just want to interfere, like this stupid, idiotic French woman is in our country, this human rights and all kind of shit. They don't even know shit about our country, and they just come and open their mouth thinking they're over here in Europe. They're over here in Europe, and then they open their mouth, and then nobody pays attention to them. That's the problem. Those kind of people, nobody pays attention to them in Europe. They don't even give them any attention. But now these foreigners, they come into our country in the Philippines, and then try to open their mouth and this and that to put themselves to make yourself a bit higher than anybody else. You are shit. Most of the foreigners and all kind of stuff, they are shit. Honestly. If they come in to think they are better than we are in the Philippines, they are idiots, because they don't even know nothing about our country in the Philippines. They don't even know our culture in the Philippines. They don't even know how we live in our country. The only thing they can see, oh, is poor, oh, is this, oh, is that, and all kind of stuff. Our country is not poor. Our country has never been poor. The only thing and why our country is like that is mostly because of the corruption. The governments used to be there in all that kind of stuff. They are the ones who made our country, plus US made our country and use our country. Not only US, even China use our country to do buildings, to do everything, casinos, to do everything over there from most of foreigners. Which why? Through the TRILLANES also. Not only TRILLANES, like I said, Rojas, I'm sure he done a lot. He's also one of the corruption person who done a lot and signed a lot and took a lot of money. A lot of mayors, the same thing. The mayors, they were corrupted also. So we used to have a lot of corrupted everywhere in our country at this moment in time. Corruption, still some, I'm not going to say, and then some people they're trying, but you will get caught. In good time, they will get caught. So, let's hang in there. This year, we're going to see a lot of movement in our country, and we're going to see a lot of improves in our country. And we just want to, one thing I'm glad to, and hopefully, this TRILLANES, soon, you'll be with Lala Dalema in that place, where she is. So you're going to join up, the two of you, and then stop making problem and trying to create diversions and delaying everything and wasting money, in everything, in time to our courts and all that kind of stuff. Or shut up and move out. Enjoy the money you have from, ghost projects and so on. Not just ghost project, because I'm sure also TRILLANES took money from drugs and so on. So, Mr. TRILLANES, fuck, I mean, I don't even say Mr. TRILLANES because he doesn't even deserve it, saying those kind of shit stuff. But your time is coming, like I keep saying, and your ghost projects, we're gonna know much more. because it's not only one or two. You've done lots, and there's much more to find out about Trillanes. So, have a, all I can say now is the Duterte power. Always let's support our President Duterte, and Happy New Year to everyone back home in the Philippines and our people. And please be strong and support our President Duterte. Take care. Good evening and bye bye. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the video. And like I said, I don't do editing. I know I should go back and see it and cut whatever, but I don't do that. I do apologize. I'm not a professional person doing this, and but that's how I am. That's what I am, and I just talk what I have to say. And let's hope other people support us and share and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Maraming salamat po. Next time. Bye bye. Ciao.